What's up, guys? Andy Drifter here. I hope your day is going well. Over the weekend, I hit a few card shows, so I'm going to share with you some of my latest pickups, starting off with this 2021 Bowman's Best rookie card auto of Yerman Mercedes, aka the Yerminator. He started off the 2021 season like gangbusters, getting hits left and right. He won AL Rookie Player of the Month. And then shortly after that, his production fizzled, suffered some injuries, had some spats with manager Tony La Russa, and his time ended in Chicago after the 2021 season. Last year, he played very briefly for the San Francisco Giants, batted .233 in just over 30 games. Again, more injuries, some issues with his weight, which restricted his defensive capabilities. Prior to the start of this season, he got into great shape. I follow him on Instagram. He cut a lot of weight, and he is still wanting to play, as far as I know. But he is not playing on any level at the moment. Next up, Spencer Torkelson, also from Bowman's Best, an on-card auto. He has improved his stats this year exponentially compared to last year. 7 home runs in his past 21 games. He's batting .233 at the moment, which is not an impressive batting average, but compared to last year when he hit just over the Mendoza line, it is an improvement. So he is getting better slowly but surely at the plate. On rare occasions, I will buy a card simply of its aesthetic features, and this is one of those rare occasions. 2020 Donruss Optic Cody Bellinger Diamond Kings. This is a red parallel, Gem Mint 10, and numbered out of 60. When I was a kid, in the late 80s and early 90s, if I was lucky enough to pull a Diamond Kings insert from a pack of Donruss, that was considered a big deal. They were beautiful cards back then, and they still are now. Let's briefly talk about Cody Bellinger, the 2017 NL Rookie of the Year, 2019 NL MVP. At the end of that season, he was widely regarded as a top 5 player in the big leagues. And then after that, for some unknown reason or reasons, he suffered a precipitous drop-off at the plate. Last year, he did have 19 home runs, but batted only .210, and the Dodgers said happy trails to their former MVP. The Cubs took a chance on him, signing him to a 1-year deal, $17 million, and it has paid off very nicely. In this year, in just over 60 games, he is batting .317 with 13 home runs and an OPS of over 900. Now, his name has come up a lot as we approach the trade deadline. Will the Cubs hang on to him or trade him elsewhere? I do not know. They're only 7.5 games back of the NL Central, and they got a pretty solid lineup. I would say it's within their best interest to hang on to him and try to make a run at the NL Central title, but what do I know? But yeah, there it is. Cody Bellinger playing very well this season, and he should parlay this year's stats into a multi-year contract with some other team next year. Let's transition into wrestling. 2021 Topps Chrome Nikki Cross Auto. This is a red refractor. It is numbered 5 out of 5. Nikki Cross, a 1-time Women's Raw champ and a 3-time Tag Team champ. She hails from Scotland. I'm on the fence about whether or not I want to send this off for grading. It is a very low-numbered card. It's a great-looking card that would look only better in a slab, but I don't know if she's popular enough where even if I was lucky enough for this to come back as a 10, would it boost the value that much? I don't know, but I'm happy to add this to my collection as I did not have her autograph before. We are a month and a half away from the start of this year's NFL season. For those of you that are newer to my channel, I am a diehard Eagles fan. Don't judge me, please. So I was very happy to add this to my collection. 2021 Panini Origins Patch Relic Rookie Card Auto of Devontae Smith. I am happy to add this to my PC. Last year was Devontae's sophomore campaign. He caught for almost 1,200 yards. And was a big part of that Eagles offense as they made their way to the Super Bowl. He is very much in the top 10 conversation among wide receivers. This will be his third year in the NFL, and hopefully he can make the jump to a top 5 conversation. Very nice card indeed. I'll be sending this one off to get graded. Yes, I know when it comes to football, it's all about the quarterbacks among collectors, and wide receivers are a distant second in popularity, collectability, whatever you want to call it. But nonetheless, this one will be in a slab very soon. Next up is someone who wishes that he was in the top 10 conversation at his respective position. 2020 Panini Phoenix Football Star Signs Auto of Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Perhaps there are a few that would consider me holding this card as sacrilegious. Nonetheless, I saw this. I had to get it. This card is absolute fire. I got it for $140. I thought that was a fair deal. Cowboy fans, prior to the start of every season, they pump their chest and they're going to do this, they're going to do that, and they end up doing a whole lot of nothing. Yes, they made the playoffs last year. They made it past the first round, beating Tom Brady and the 7-9 Bucks. But they're going to have their hands full this year as they duke it out with the Eagles for the top spot in the NFC East. And yes, this card will most definitely be sent off for grading in the near future. Of course, I always got to save the best, although some would consider this the worst, for last. 2022 Leaf Exotic Auto of Orenthal James Simpson, more commonly known as O.J. Simpson. And this is a snakeskin parallel, numbered out of 10. How appropriate, this being a snakeskin variant. O.J. had a very successful NFL career. He went on to become a Hall of Fame running back. After that, he got into movies. He was successful at that. Of course, all of that has been overshadowed by the murder charges and subsequent acquittal of his ex-wife and her lover. You know, at first, I couldn't stand the Nelk Boys and the Full Send podcast, but over time, they have grown on me. And they did an interview with OJ not too long ago, and it was pretty insightful. And one question they asked, which I feel many people would wonder about, is, OJ, how are you making a living these days? OJ was released from prison in 2017, and for the most part, he has stayed out of the public eye. And his answer was that he lives off his NFL pension and his Screen Actors Guild pension. Collectively, that's about $20,000 to $25,000 a month. So OJ is living very comfortably. I'm sure he gets paid for doing stuff like this as well. He lives in Nevada. Property is cheap. No state income taxes. So I thought I would share that with you. And yes, this card will be going off to get graded. I know it's Leaf, unlicensed, but this is a card that has to be in a tuxedo of some kind. There it is. Those are my latest card show purchases. I'm going to thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit like and subscribe and enjoy the rest of your Monday evening.